Hello and welcome into the Convocation Center for this December 8th matchup between the Cheyney Wolves and your California Vulcans. I am Dylan Goday, and joined with me is Doug Lackey. Doug, should be in tap for a good matchup here today between California and the Cheyney Wolves.
Yeah, that's right, Dylan. California coming off two big wins against one against Westchester, and then today they have a great opportunity to work out some kinks before conference play gets going. That
they do, and you mentioned their last two wins came against two teams that made one in Westchester, made the NCAA tournament, and then Millersville, who made it to the PSAC championship game last year.
Yeah, that's right, Dylan. I mean, that's two big wins to be picking up against two teams that were quite the presence last year, and hopefully keep it going.
And leading the way for California is Sierra Barrett, again, number 2 in the country in scoring. And for Cheyney, starting this season 0-7, they did have to play the number 3 team in the country, IUP, twice this year. So there were 2 of those 7 losses. But for Cheyney, Doug, this is a team 0-7. This is a great opportunity for California to try to get like you mentioned, kind of get the kinks out before conference play really gets going.
Yeah, that's right, Dylan. A lot of this is going to come down to how they do in conference play, and no better opportunity than today to get a rhythm going and make sure things start clicking.
Here are the starters for California. There's Bianca Jasper, Abby Sporio at the 2 guard positions there with Gianna Flood-Francis as well. And then Gina Valacorsa, and then of course Sierra Barrett, who is one of the top scorers in the entire country. And then for Cheyney, here is Harlan Herring, Gianni Hill, Volkit Drozma, Kaddish Pearson, and that rounds out their starting 5. So here you go, Doug. Again, we were on the broadcast last time. It's been 2 weeks since California has played at home. So it's a great opportunity to play. Again, not the biggest crowd here. Again, final start next week, so not a lot of students. They're in their rooms studying, in the library, getting their studying going on, but some decent fan support here for California. The cheerleaders, the dance team, all making their way out to support the Vulcans here today.
Yeah, for sure, Dylan. I mean, it's tough, these games late in the semester, because everybody's, in finals mode, trying to get their grind on, but it should be a fun one today.
That it should. See what Sierra Barrett can do here today. Again, 2nd in the country in scoring. The tip is up and controlled there by Sporio for California. First possession there for California is resulting in a turnover. Not how California won the start, but you can definitely tell they're wanting to get their foot on the gas pedal early against Cheyney.
Absolutely. There was solid ball movement there off the tip. Unfortunately it went out of bounds, but things are looking good here so far.
Yeah, quick start there. First turnover for California, and looked like possibly a carry there for Cheyney. Their numbers are a bit tough to read. The blue numerals on the black jerseys, as they get the offensive rebound, then there will be a traveling violation there against Cheyney. That was number 11, Drazana Volek. So 2 turnovers for each of these 2 teams on their first possessions. Cheyney starting out here in a 2-3 zone. Valacorsa gets it underneath. This offense looking for something again. See how long it takes them to get the ball in Sierra Barrett's hands, as she's really yet to touch it so far in this one, as the shot clock's down under 10. Flood-Francis thought about a 3. Drives in, tough layup up, no good, and good possession defensively there for Cheyney. Abby Sporio gets the steal, however. So bad offense there from California. Sporio saves it with a steal.
That's right, Dylan. Abby Sporio is, at least from the games that I've been announcing, she looks like a great defensive player. And
Sierra Barrett right there getting going early. That's what California wanted. We mentioned how long it's going to take to get the ball in her hands, 2nd in the country in scoring. Took 3 possessions, but there she finishes with a nice strong layup. Nice defense there from Flood-Francis, and it's a 3-on-1 break for California. Flood-Francis drives in and is fouled there on the play by number 12. That is Khadijah Pearson. It's her first, team first. Sends Gianna Flood-Francis to the free throw line. Flood-Francis this season done a great job for California. Kind of the one of the bulldog type of players, her and Abby Sporio, Doug. And the first free throw is up and good. California up 3-0 here early.
Yeah, I mean, Flood Francis is very solid defensively, and she can chip in the offense in spurts, and that's really what the Vulcans need here today.
Hits both of those free throws. California on the season shooting 68% from the free throw line. Drive in there and be a blocking foul against California. Believe that will be on Bianca Jasper, and it will be her first foul. First team foul. It's actually not going to be, they're going to say ball underneath, actually. No free throws here. It looked like there's definitely a shot attempt. See what the officials come together and say here. Actually, yes, it will be a free throw. I was going to say it looked like a shot attempt there from Cheyney. First free throw's up and no good. Can't tell with getting those numbers.
Yeah, those numbers are a little tough there. Yeah.
And that bushy ponytail can't read the number, but her second free throw's up and good. As I believe that was Gianni Hill. First points of the day for Cheyney. And sitting back in that 2-3 zone now. See what this offense can get going. Flood Francis. Over to Jasper now inside the Valacorsa. Here's the ball movement from California. Sporio's layup up, no good. She went up with her right hand, it looked like, on the left-hand side there. Missed that one. And Cheyney back the other way. Pass over there to Bullock. Her shot is up and good. Nothing but net. Nice shot there from just inside the three-point line.
Yeah, Dylan, I mean, it looks like Cheyney's good in transition, and you know, a lot of that's just going to come down to having good offensive skills from the Vulcans.
Offensive rebound there by Sporio. Jasper drives in, shot no good. Rebound tipped around and controlled there by the Wolves of Cheyney. That was Marlon Hearing. Just heading back the other way, coast to coast. Layup up, no good. Gets her own rebound and puts it up. Cheyney now up 5-4. This is not the start that California wanted. Their offense kind of stagnant here against this 2-3 zone, and results in Cheyney now up 5-4.
Yeah, Dylan, I don't think we were expecting this at all. You know, hopefully it improves, but things are not looking great right now.
Sporio tips that one around as the shot clock was reset. See what this offense can do now. Flood Francis inside the Valacorsa. Valacorsa drives in, reverse layup up, no good. And again, another rebound there for the Wolves of Cheyney, and that was Pearson. Let's see, California reaching on their bench here with DJ Hahn, trying to get some sort of spark on the offensive end as Bianca Jasper gets the steal, pushes it up ahead to Flood Francis inside to Sierra Barrett. I think that's where they can go, but she turns the ball over now. So again, sloppy start here for the Vulcans. See if Cheyney can push this lead ahead now, up by one, 5-4. See what they can do. Almost turn it over there as it's passed in the corner now. Open three from the right wing is up, no good. Rebounded there by Sporio. Sporio out on transition, gets it up ahead to Flood Francis. Nice left-handed layup there from Flood Francis. She was able to stop herself, really. Had momentum going out of bounds, kind of stopped herself and got that layup up.
Yeah, she's lucky she got that up. She was really going at full speed there, and, you know, solid fast break layup for the Vulcans.
It was a solid fast break, and California retakes the lead now, 6-5. Cheyney now looking for something in the offensive end. Shot clock down to 6. Gets that ball stolen away there by Flood Francis. California pushes it ahead to Jasper. Sporio, nice pass there from Bianca Jasper. That was smooth.
Yeah, that was
right there.
Real smooth ball movement there, Dylan. Another great fast break for the Vulcans.
Was a great fast break opportunity there for California. That's really, I think, how they're going to get most of their points here in this game, is trying to force turnovers from Cheyney. Again, their offensive half-court set's not the greatest. We're getting a charge there. Nice charge take by Abby Sporio, but their offensive sets there in the half-court aren't the best, but when they get running in transition, get fast break points off of turnovers, that's when the offense is at their best.
Absolutely. I agree with that. You know, just keep forcing turnovers and, you know, keep getting those fast break points.
pretty crazy statistic here on the season. California is forcing their opponents 27 turnovers per game, and when you're committing 27 turnovers against this California team on average, I mean, that's why they have that 7-0 record so far. Is just turning teams over like that is pretty incredible. As Sierra Barrett's shot is up from the corner, rebound tipped around and controlled there by California. Nice offensive rebounding as well to start this game.
Absolutely, and offensive rebounding is going to be a huge key in this game. We've seen it early that Cheyney's been crashing the boards in their defensive zone, and that's been what's been causing a lot of their points so far.
A foul here against Bianca Jasper, her second. So California reaching for their bench here. Her second, team second. We've reached the media timeout. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're watching California women's basketball here on the PSAC Network.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Welcome back to the Convention Center. California has an 8-5 lead over the Cheyney Wolves here early. Beat Cheyney ball under their own basket. Nice start, though, for Cheyney. I think we expected California to kind of control things early from the tip, but that has not been the case.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we were all expecting the Vulcans to be in control, but Cheyney's had quite a nice showing so far.
As steal there by Maya Woodyard, who checked in for Bianca Jasper, who picked up those 2 fouls, and we mentioned how that's been kind of a 1-2 punch at the point guard position this season as that ball goes out of bounds to be Cheyney basketball. But between Maya Woodyard and Bianca Jasper, Woodyard just a freshman, but has played significant minutes this season, kind of spelling Jasper at that point guard position, allowing Bianca to play more of a 2-guard, or when she has to go rest on the bench. Really great play that they're getting out of Woodyard. I think they didn't really expect that coming into the year.
Absolutely. They've been, with both of those point guards, it's been almost, they're both in sort of a platoon role, and, that's really good thing to have. The more depth you have, the more better you'll be.
That is exactly right, especially at the point guard position. Such a valuable position, especially here in PSAC play, as DJ Hahn, silly turnover there, just took her eye off the ball and let that one travel out of bounds.
Yeah, that can't happen, Got to be more disciplined, or else Cheyney will be really in this game. So
they're in this game so far, as doing a great job so far. The Cheyney Wolves gets that one stolen away by Abby Sporio. Sporio's been all over the court with those steals. Nice pass ahead to Woodyard. Woodyard misses that shot. Nice defense there from Cheyney's Herring, as they're going to get a foul here. Actually, a timeout here for Cheyney. Be Cheyney's first timeout. California just with 8 points here so far in this first quarter. Again, not a lot going on in terms of their sets, their half-court sets. Most of their points have been off of turnovers here for California. So what can you say if you're California? If you're the coach of California right now, try to settle your team down and really get into a flow here.
I mean, really, just tell them to relax. Explain to them that their transition game's good, but try to improve those half-court sets as you go through the game. I mean, sometimes things aren't going to be there, and they just got to work through it until they figure it out.
California has forced 8 turnovers, 6 points off of those turnovers so far. So like we mentioned, 6 of their 8 points have been by way of a fast break with those points off of turnovers. Leading the way in scoring for California is Gianna Flood-France. She's 1 of 3 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the free throw line with 4 points. Back to action now. As nice dribbling there from Cheyney, trying to work their way open. California looks like they're in a man-to-man defense right now as DJ Hahn gets beat there by Marlon Herring. Not too often you see DJ Hahn get beat on the defensive end. She's a nice, strong force there for California. She got beat on that one, and Cheyney cuts it to 1. Sarah Barrett, nothing going there, misses that one, tracks down her own rebound, tips it up to Sporio, over to DJ Hahn, and that's about 10-footer there, goes in, and again, offensive rebounds for California have been huge so far.
Absolutely.
Their offensive rebounding statistic here in this game, 4 for California now. Doing a great job there on the offensive glass. Another steal here from Sporio, her 3rd. Easy layup is up and good. Right there, points off of turnovers, transition buckets. Valuable here for the Vulcans.
Yeah, they've been very valuable so far, you know. I mean, it's what a lot of their points have been coming from, and obviously you don't want that. You want to have like a complete game, but just stick with what's working right now.
And what's working right now is California getting those steals, especially by Sporio. She has 3 here just in this first quarter. As Barrett just steals that one away, gets it knocked out of bounds. It will remain Cheyney basketball. But right there you see the strength of Sierra Barrett rip that ball away from the Cheyney Wolf and get that ball out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be fighting for those, you know, 50-50 balls, as I call them, and, you know, hopefully win those battles and get some more points in transition here.
So you just checked in here for California. Didn't quite catch a number, so we'll check once they come down the other side of the court. But a steal here from Sporio again. DJ Hahn up ahead. Layup is up and good. And checking in was actually Brianna Allen. So now 2 of those freshman guards in for California, in Brianna Allen and Amaya Woodyard. Really been great pieces for this California Vulcans team. I mean, just freshmen, and they've had valuable minutes so far in this season.
Yeah, and it's always great whenever you can have freshmen come in and contribute, you know, especially because they're going to be a part of your program for the next 3 to 4 years.
That they will, and right there, right on cue, Brianna Allen takes the charge. Not too often you see freshmen making plays like that, but there we do. And Allen taking that charge. So California now, just like that, stepped on the pedal and now up 14-7. There's a nice pass inside there by Woodyard to Sierra Barrett, and the freshman making plays right there. That was a picture-perfect pass to Barrett.
Yeah, real good pass. You know, read the defense well, got it right to Sierra Barrett, and got that easy layup to go up by 9 here.
Good things are going to happen when you get the ball in Sierra Barrett's hands. Found that to be the case so far this season. The shot there by Volek is up and good. Cheyney ends their scoring drought. 16-9 is your score. 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. DJ Hahn sent over to Woodyard. Woodyard's shot no good. Tried to get her own offensive rebound, but commits the foul. Just her first and the team 3rd, so no real foul trouble so far in this first quarter.
Yeah, no, and that's a good thing, you know. You want to keep the fouls under control and make sure you have all your players for the entire game, all four quarters.
That you do, especially when this California team's playing tight defense like we're seeing right now. Another turnover here from Cheyney. Be their 12th turnover just in the first quarter, so well on pace to average their forcing of 27 turnovers a game. But for California, the name of their game is playing tough defense without fouling, because that can become a problem with the foul trouble like you just mentioned, Doug. So great to see that only 3 fouls committed in this first quarter, but we were able to force those 12 turnovers.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, you know, it's a gift when you can play tough, clean defense.
3 was up there, but Sporio gets the rebound. And Sierra Barrett, 15-footer from the wing, is up and good, and that's nothing but net there. That's an easy bucket for Sierra Barrett. California with an 18-9 lead after this first quarter. We'll take a quick commercial break. Again, you're watching California women's basketball here on the PSAC Network.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
And welcome back into the Convocation Center. California has found their touch on the offensive end, up 18-9 now over the Cheyney Wolves. I'm Dylan Goday, and joined with me is Doug Lackey. And Doug, like I just mentioned there, California's offense really starting to get in a rhythm here.
Yeah, they're starting to find their groove. You know, things weren't going the best here in the first quarter, but late at the end of the first quarter, they really put the foot on the gas and got it going.
Lineup out there on the court for California is Sierra Barrett, Abby Sporio, Gina Valacorsa, Brianna Allen, and Amaya Woodyard, as Volek, who's been the key threat for Cheyney so far, gets that bucket to go. Her 6th point here in this one. Tied with Sierra Barrett as the leading scorer here in this ball game. As Woodyard works it around to Barrett. California's offense a little stagnant there, and that results in a turnover. They're trying to say it was tipped, but no luck with the officials. There, it will be Cheyney basketball. So not the first couple possessions California was looking for. Exactly what Cheyney was looking for. I mean, they're playing tough. I mean, this is an 0-7 team here in Cheyney who's had tough defeats to IUP, Virginia Union, but they're playing tough basketball here so far. Getting trapped there, gets up to Volek, tipped away, stolen away by Valacorsa. Sporio. Silly turnover there, but then unable to control it is Cheyney's number 3, Marlon Herring.
Yeah, that was a bad turnover there, but, you know, the Cheyney player bailed the Vulcans out there, and let's see how this offensive possession goes.
Inside to Barrett. Barrett, tough layup up, no good. Tries to get her own rebound. There will be a foul there against Sierra Barrett. Went over the back there of Herring. Be Sierra Barrett, her first, team first here in the second quarter. Checking in here for Cheyney is number 10, Gianni Hill, the junior. She's handling the point guard duties here for the Wolves. They're going this ball up the court. See what this defense can do here. Kind of playing a bit of a matchup zone here. Now they trap it there right at the NCAA logo. Almost get the steal, and they have really got this Cheyney team out of wax. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Driving in, though, they got the layup. Shot up no good. California quickly back the other way, and another ill-advised pass there out of bounds. Another turnover here for California. We mentioned Cheyney's turnovers. That turnover is California's 5th here of the game. Cheyney with 13. And California averaging 27 turnovers per game. Forcing 27 turnovers per game, excuse me, and that will be another one right there, 14 turnovers. And really, what's causing those turnovers so far has been the play of Abby Sporio, really making it tough for the guards here for Cheyney to get anything going.
Yeah, absolutely, Dylan. I mean, Abby Sporio has been very consistent defensively throughout the course of this season, and it's continuing here this afternoon.
That it has. As Emily Suckling has checked in here, giving it a chance for Maya Woodyard to get a rest here. Sporio has in the corner, nice move. This pass up to Valacorsa. Valacorsa reverse layup, no good, but who else is there besides Sierra Barrett, able to get that offensive rebound, resetting the shot clock here. So offense, again, trying to get some more movement here. Been kind of stagnant on the half-court sets. As they're going to get a turnover there from Gina Valacorsa. The 5th turnover here for California. And just in that half-court set, Doug, it just looks like California can't really get anything going. And when you start to play the IUPs, the Edinburghs here in the PSAC, you're really going to have some half-court offense.
Yeah, they seem pretty lost right now when it comes to the half-court offense. And you're right, Dylan. Once they get out into conference play, it's going to be a real struggle for them to really be super competitive if they can't get this half-court set figured out and underway.
I mean, we're holding California to such a high expectations here. That's just what they put on themselves. I mean, this is a team that expects excellence year in and year out. It's a nice move there by Brianna Allen, and that freshman expects excellence as well, as she committed here to California last year, and she's playing valuable minutes here. But just like we're talking about with kind of nitpicking their half-court offense, that's what they want, though. The IUP is able to play tough defense just like them, but they're able to add in that offensive element as a easy fast break layup is good there by Gina Valacorsa. Just adding that other element here that could really make this California team unstoppable. If they can add in that half-court offense with the defense that they have, with the transition abilities that they have, it's just tough. It'll be a tough team to play against.
Right. You're absolutely right, Dylan. You never want to be a one-dimensional team. And if you can be a multi-dimensional team with this half-court offense, they'll be pretty unbeatable come conference play.
Abby Sporio getting well-deserved rest here as Gianna Flood-Francis checking in for Sporio. Sporio here so far in this game, 4 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals. So quadruple double watch possibly, Doug? I mean, she's well on her way to that right now with 4 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals. So
yeah,
that's
possibly
lining up the stat book right there.
Absolutely.
So we'll try to keep you updated on that. Probably jinxed it by just mentioning it, but we'll keep you an eye out that. And three-pointing shooting ability is something that California could add to their offensive element. Right there, Suckling's able to do just that.
Absolutely, Dylan. I mean, three-pointers will really help you expand leads, and it would be great if the Vulcans could also add that element to their game.
Would be great. Foul's going to be against Flood-Francis, and right there's looks like a hand check. We've kind of gotten away from that a couple years ago when they initiated that rule here in college basketball. You saw the hand check called almost every possession, but now they kind of have been a little more lax when it comes to calling that, but there they called that foul against Flood-Francis, and there's some discussion here, maybe who that foul was against. Let's see. I don't think Gianna Flood-Francis was the one guarding the ball there. Actually, what are they going to call here? Again, we're up in the second level, so we can't get a clear listen to what the officials are calling. No word has been announced here from the PA. Address maybe blood there for Cheyney. Nope. No one's getting looked at, so Doug, we don't really know what's happening right now, but for California, really been able to get going here. 25-11 advantage. The second quarter has been all about the defense and the offensive play here from California.
Yeah, Dylan, I mean, they've been really good defensively and offensively so far, and, just looking for that consistency here in the second quarter and beyond.
As talking to Gary Smith, the director here, could possibly be a numbering issue here with Cheyney. Their numbers are different than what appears in the book, as we had some when we were going through the rosters earlier today, and I believe that will be what it is. So good call there from Gary Smith, able to catch that one, as he's been here. He's seen his fair share of technical fouls and realized that's what that one was going to be on. So Flood-Francis heads to the free throw line, 2-2 here in this game. Misses the first one, as the second free throw here from Flood-Francis, and now 2 of 3, and makes the second, and I believe we'll be back to normal action here Doug, as California with the 26-11 lead.
Entering the game as the wrong number. She's supposed to be 34.
As the technical foul there, Doug, as the player was supposed to be number 24 who checked into the game. I believe she is wearing a different number, possibly number 12, as they missed the shot there. As Suckling drives in and is fouled. There on that one, it's actually 13 is the number she is wearing for Cheyney. So definitely that's a silly technical foul there.
Absolutely.
Just make sure. I know some teams have different numbers for home and away uniforms, but actually 25, that's the player. That's Trinique Crawford.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a random, unacceptable technical foul to take. I mean, it all basically comes down to having the attention to detail to double check that type of thing, and Cheyney clearly didn't do that here.
As Suckling hits both of her free throws. 27-11 is the score. As California's defense again turning up the pressure, now back to more of a man-to-man look. They come off there, a nice blocker was going to block, but Brianna Allen looked like she was in position there for the charge, maybe just a hair late, but it was great help side defense there by Brianna Allen. Saw the drive coming in, was able to come off of her player, set there and looked like taking a charge, but they will get her with the foul.
Yeah, and I mean, she's been playing great so far. I believe she's already drawn a charge so far in this game, and you know, that's a tough thing it's very difficult to dictate what's a charge and what's a block.
And there's going to be more discussion here as to maybe if that was a shooting or just a regular floor foul, but they will say it will be checking in from their baseline here, so no shooting foul. Lots of discussions here between the officials. Mentioned it was finals week for the students here for California. Maybe the officials have to worry about their finals as well, as Emily Suckling, who's been a spark plug here in this game, now with 6 points, as California extends their lead 29-11, and California is now on a 11-0 run as they get another steal. Sierra Barrett adds to that, make it a 13-0 run here for California, and a timeout is called by Cheyney. Doug, 20-point lead now for California. They are really starting to get that groove on the offensive end. We're actually going to take a quick commercial break. You're watching California women's basketball here on the PSAC Network.
Please welcome to the court your Cal-U cheerleader.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Hello, welcome back to the Convocation Center here as California holds a 31-11 lead, 5:02 left to go here in the first half. And story's really been the second quarter run here from California. They've held Cheyney scoreless for the last 4 minutes and 46 seconds. And just here in this second quarter, Cheyney has only had 2 points. So California on quite the run here.
Yeah, Dylan, I mean, it's a great start to the second quarter here. Now we have a 20-point lead. You know, it seemed like the Vulcans started off a little lackadaisical in their end, and, you know, now they've cleaned it up. They're playing a full game, and it's looking like...
Suckling right there almost got that offensive rebound, but they, on the last defensive possession, they went to that more of that jump defense. We see that a lot come conference play, as another steal here by Sierra Barrett. Layup up and short, so 2 straight missed layups in a row here for California, but they get the steal right back as Brianna Allen steals that ball away, and Sierra Barrett wisely kind of slowing things down. But you see that jump defense. California will do that out of timeouts, out of the quarter breaks, and really surprise a lot of teams. We saw that a couple of years ago for California in the PSAC championship game. They were able to play just like that, but there's a missed 3 there from Valacorso, so things have kind of calmed down here. But Doug, I know you're just getting used to seeing this California women's basketball team. Get used to seeing that kind of look like they're sitting back in a zone, kind of jump out there and try to get a steal.
Yeah, I see it. I mean, it causes a lot of commotion for the opposition, and it's pretty smart defensive front there.
Marlon Herring gets the bucket to go in the over 5-minute scoring drought there for Cheyney. As Flood Francis now has it on the right wing. See what this offense can do here in the half-court set. Suckling, nice stop and pop there, but the shot is no good. There's an open look there from Suckling. Not too often you get that look about 10 feet from the basket, but there she did.
Yeah, I mean, it's very unfortunate she missed it. She had a wide open look, and it just didn't work. And now here's a jump ball.
There's a jump ball. Be California basketball. The arrow heading their way. And checking in here is Lauren Bennett and Amaya Woodyard. Lauren Bennett, shout out to the family and friends back home in Buchanan, West Virginia. She's a Buchanan, West Virginia product herself. My high school there, back home in West Virginia. I know they have a lot of fan support back home. Everyone asking me, asking my family, how's Lauren doing? Where can we get links to her games? Where can we watch her and listen to her? Well, this is exactly that. So thank you to the family back home for tuning in. And now for California is some more confusion as they finally figure things out and get a substitution here for Cheyney. Gianni Hill checking in for the Vulcans. As handling the point guard duties now is Amaya Woodyard, and we're going to get a technical foul, I believe, here for a Cheyney Wolf that was sitting on the bench that just checked out. So, yeah, we will get a technical foul. Yeah, Khadijah Pearson is going to get charged with the technical foul. She just checked out of the game, but must have been jawing with the official from the bench.
Yeah, she must have said something. Must have, I guess, in a sense, said the magic word, and now the Vulcans are going to the line for 2 free throws.
Flood Francis is again shooting those free throws. She's shooting 90% on the year from the free throw line, so that's making sense why that she's the one shooting their free throws. Just 1 miss here today. She makes that first one. Now 6 points here for Flood Francis. Second free throw is up and good. And when you have somebody shooting close to 90% from the free throw line, that really helps out your team, especially if it's a guard there like Gianna Flood Francis.
Absolutely. I mean, that's an impressive stat line there for Flood Francis, and that's a good weapon to have because free throws are also a big part of the game and, you know, easy way to get offense.
I believe Khadijah Pearson checked back into this ball game after just picking up the technical foul. She's back in there for California. As a nice pass inside to Sierra Barrett will send her to the free throw line as she is fouled there on that one. Let's see who that foul is going to be called on. Possibly number 25, actually. The Crawford's actually who they call that foul on. And Pearson did not check in. She's actually not on the bench either for Cheyney. I couldn't quite tell where she went, so possibly heading back to the locker room there for the Cheyney Wolves. That sends Barrett to the free throw line. First shot is up and no good. Sierra Barrett on the season in terms of free throw shooting is 65%, 30 of 46 from the free throw line. Actually now 30 of 47. Second free throw is up and good. Nice shot there from Barrett. I knew I was going to call her Sarah Parsons one time, and that's the one time that I'll do that there, as that gives her 9 points here. Be all out of bounds. Another turnover here from Cheyney. 23 turnovers in the first half, Doug, and that's a number you try to limit for a whole game, but they've just had that here with 2 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the first half.
Yeah, it's looking like the Vulcans are approaching their average of 27 turnovers a game.
Here just in the first half.
Just in the first half, and that's pretty impressive.
That it is. As Woodyard driving in, nice layup, and did not look like a freshman there. Maya Woodyard, nice strong drive to the lane.
Absolutely, Dylan. She went to the lane and just got that layup, made it look easy.
That she did as ball head out of bounds. Nice defense there from California as DJ Hahn checking in here. See here as it will be for Gina Valcorso, excuse me. So lineup out there on the court. DJ Hahn, Lauren Bennett, Abby Sporio is checked back in, and Sierra Barrett. And again, Sporio with 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals with 4 points. So could be in the triple-double, quadruple-double conversation if she continues that play here. The remainder of the game will be a turnover here from Sierra Barrett, and will be a foul here against Amaya Woodyard. So no me talking about that triple-double, quadruple-double chance. I mean, that announcer's jinx will ruin that, but still great play. I mean, that's what you expect night in and night out from Abby Sporio. I mean, she's just that type of player, gritty, not afraid to get the rebounds, not afraid to get the tough steals, and she's been a key asset, again, transferring from Pitt Johnstown to California a couple years ago, and been a great acquisition for the Vulcans, has been Abby Sporio.
Yeah, very good on defense. I actually didn't know that she transferred in from Pitt Johnstown.
Yeah, she was originally at Pitt Johnstown. I believe she went to Elizabeth Ford High School here near Pittsburgh, went to Pitt Johnstown, and right there got the steal. Shot attempt will go out of bounds, so got that one blocked out of bounds. That gives her 6 steals now, and that's quite impressive for a whole game, but to get 6 steals just in the first half, that's super impressive there from Sporio.
Absolutely.
As Woodyard gets a nice pass there to Sierra Barrett, will send her to the free throw line. And that's what I think Brianna Allen and Amaya Woodyard, what they really add to this offense is ball movement, their ability to pass the ball where it doesn't look like anything's open really, but they're able to get a nice pass in there. That's really what we've seen so far this season from those 2 freshmen.
Yeah, they have really good vision. I mean, so far today we've seen a couple risky passes that have gone the Vulcans' way, and it's a real good thing to have.
That it is, as Barrett misses that first free throw. Again, she is second in the country in scoring right now, averaging over 20 points. Was close to 30 earlier in the season, but she is averaging 26 points. She makes that second free throw to give her 10 points here in this one. Really balanced attack here from California so far today. They're up 37-13. As Sporio looking for another steal, but a nice ball movement there from Cheyney. Freed up the open player, but the ball will go out of bounds. It will remain Cheyney basketball as that shot clock resets now. 30 seconds, 1:40 left to go in the first half. California has forced 25 turnovers here in the first half. As well, 30 of their 37 points have been off of those turnovers. Doug, a nice steal there from Lauren Bennett.
Yep.
Buchanan, West Virginia zone.
Make it 26 turnovers now.
As it will. A nice pass again right there to Sierra Barrett. We mentioned the vision of these young freshmen. Amaya Woodyard, another look there to Barrett. Barrett missed the first shot, able to get our own offensive rebound and put it back in. But right on cue, we were just talking about the vision there from Woodyard.
Yeah, we were. And, another great pass there to Sierra Barrett in transition to get that layup here. And, good offensive rebounding, too, by Sierra.
Actually going to say Cheyney basketball. Looked like the ball was tipped out of bounds by Cheyney, but it will remain Cheyney basketball. California with a 39-13 lead. 8-0 run here for the Vulcans. A 35-8 run total here in this game. So nice job, nice defense there from DJ Hahn as well. California out and running. Abby Sporio up ahead. Layup is up and good. Abby Sporio continues her fantastic game. 6 points now with those 6 steals. So be maybe a question, a little trivia question, or a little betting game. Fair, wish you end up with more points or more steals here in this game, because it seems like she could light up the scoreboard doing both of them. As Absolutely. Up ahead here, Sporio kind of saying, how about scoring, though, as she gets 8 points now. So quite the day so far here for Abby Sporio. 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 6 steals. I'd take that game for a full game any day.
Oh, absolutely.
If I was playing.
Great stat line just for one half, too.
For sure. Sporio now playing defense. Cheyney now with 10 seconds remaining here in the first half. Looking for something. Force up a 3. 3 is up, no good. Rebound tipped around, controlled there by Barrett. Woodyard has it. Takes a deep three. Oh, looks just a bit short there from Amaya Woodyard, but California with a 43-13 lead here at the half. Doug, any final thoughts before we head to our halftime break?
Great second quarter by the Vulcans. I mean, they came out with their foot on the gas and, you know, wouldn't let Cheyney take control of a game that they shouldn't have ever been in control of.
That's exactly right, and that's the second quarter. We were kind of hoping from the first quarter there from California. They had a 25-4 advantage there in the second quarter. But we will be back for second half action here. Again, you're watching California women's basketball here on CUTV and the PSAC network.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Hello, welcome into the Convocation Center. It's halftime, and California holds a 43-13 lead. I'm Dylan Goday, and join with me is Doug Lackey. Doug, second quarter is the big storyline here. California was able to win that second quarter 25-4, outscoring Cheyney by 21 points in the second quarter.
Yeah, very big quarter for the Vulcans after a very rough start to the game. They really came through in the second quarter and dictated the play and really dominated the Wolves.
Looking at the stats here, the tail of the tape here from the first half, California with 16 steals, Cheyney just with 2. Leading scorer for the Vulcans in the first half, Sierra Barrett, 12 points, adding in 5 rebounds. And Sierra Barrett, we mentioned how their last 2 games against Millersville and Westchester, Sierra Barrett recorded a double-double in each of those 2 games, actually the game before that. So the last 3 games, she's had 75 points, 34 rebounds. Again, she ranks second in the country in scoring at 26.5 points per game and is among the top 10 players and active players there in Division II in scoring with 1,468, and she has added 12 points to that, so actually make it 1,480 points for Sierra Barrett this season. So she's been a huge force for California this year. Mispronounced her name once in the first half, but I can promise you, after doing some hardcore studying here in the second half and pronunciation skills, I will not mess that up anymore because she's such a fantastic player here for the Vulcans. Definitely well on her way to an All-American type of season here, just second in the country in scoring. But also, we need to talk a little bit about Abby Sporio's first half as well, with 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals. So we'll try to keep you updated on that because she gets in that double-double, triple-double, or even remotely a quadruple-double. We'll be on top of that, Doug.
Yes, we will be on top of that, and we will try our best to not jinx that.
Yes, we will. As Cheyney, right, doing the jinx themselves, they easily get a bucket there for Marlon Herring. She now has 8 points, 15 points here in the game for Cheyney. As Sierra Barrett gets it inside and back to Valacorsa, back out to Bianca Jasper's 3 is up and good. We mentioned the ball movement in the half court for California right there on that possession. First possession here in the second half, you're seeing that ball movement put to work.
That's right, Dylan. A lot of good ball movement. Was able to move it outside to Jasper and get that big 3 to start this second half.
Do is now have 46 points. The ball goes out of bounds. Will remain Cheyney basketball. California again 7-0 on this season, ranked 17th in the country. Number 1 team in the country did lose this week, as well as the number 1 team in the region in Virginia Union lost this week as well. So look for IUP, who was originally ranked 3rd in the country, to move up possibly to second as the ball is tipped out of bounds. It will be Cheyney basketball as Sporio gets the turnover there. I believe that's her first turnover, and it is. And then for IUP will be second in the country, then first in the region as well with Virginia Union losing. So definitely going to be some great PSAC matchups between Edinboro and IUP in California.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great matchup to see how the conference championship race ends throughout the season, and can't wait to see how it goes.
Should be exciting as Gianni Hill gets that bucket to go. 46-17 is the score, but exactly right, Doug. I mean, we'll have, especially those home games and those road games during the semester, we'll have that on CUTV, those Edinboro games, the IUP. IUP, I believe, at IUP is right when our semester gets going, so should be a large crew here for CUTV next semester as that game in January. Circle that one on your calendar as Sierra Barrett is fouled there. She will head to the free throw line. That game against IUP is January 23rd at IUP at 5:30, so circle that one on your calendars. Could be a top 15 matchup by the time run rolls around as California continues to win, as Sierra Barrett hits her first free throw, now with 13 points. Another one to circle is January 2nd at Edinboro. Again, we won't have TV there for that one, possibly radio, depending if Gary and Steve can make that trip up to Edinboro. As second free throw is short there by Barrett. So 2 marquee matchups to really circle for California. As that Edinboro game just being January 1st is just 2 games away after this. So definitely going to creep up on us pretty fast. And as California there has the ball, as Barrett gets another rebound, now a 7. So closing in on her 4th straight double-double, excuse me. As nice ball movement there from California, freed up Jasper, but she's unable to get that one to go. As Cheyney now, bit of a better start to this third quarter than we saw in the second, as they've already matched their scoring total from the second quarter here with 4 in the third. Nice box out there from California as Jasper gets the rebound. Nice look ahead to Barrett, and there'll be another foul, sending Sierra Barrett back to the free throw line. Here today, she is 3 of 6 from the free throw line on the season. She's 65% on the year that she is, so looking to improve on that here today. This first free throw's up and good. Make it 14 points here for Barrett. Getting set out last year due to injury. Had an All-American season the year before that. So really nice to have her back as she hits the second one. I mean, she really adds size. I mean, she's a player here for California that can play inside, play outside, dribble with the guards, guards on the opposing teams, but also is able to battle in the paint, get those rebounds. Sporio almost gets a steal there, but she's just that type of player there. Gets scored over there, but you won't see that too often. She's a player that can play positions 1 through 5 for California.
Absolutely, Dylan. She provides the perfect mix of size and skill.
And it's big to have, especially here in the PSAC. There's not too many players, as we get a foul here against California, not too many players with the size and ability of Sierra Barrett.
Yeah, no, not at all. And I mean, that's rather advantageous for the Vulcans as she can, dominate in the paint and score and really take over a game by herself.
That she can, is going to reset things here in this ball game. California with a 49-19 lead. Leading scorer here for Cheyney is Marlon Herring with 8 points, as we're going to get a traveling violation turnover here for Cheyney. It gives them now 28 turnovers, and California has already topped their season average in terms of forcing turnovers.
Yeah, we were on the watch to see them top that average in the first half, but they just missed it with 26 at the half. But they're really coming out here, forcing a lot of turnovers, creating a lot of commotion here for Cheyney. Nice
backdoor cut there from Sierra Barrett. She's having quite the third quarter here, already up to 17 points with those 7 rebounds. So she has been playing fantastic here in this third quarter. as Bianca Jasper, nice strong rebound herself, and California now out on the run. Jasper thought about passing up to Sporio, just slowing it down now. As Barrett was left wide open, misses that one, rebounded there by Sporio, the Bulldog herself, Abby Sporio, as Jasper tried to get it back to Barrett. Gets that ball stolen away, but you got to love the play. We were just talking about Barrett, but Sporio, different type of player, but still with that gritty effort. I mean, it's valuable that any team could have a player like her.
Yeah, she's a very complete player, plays with a lot of grit, plays a gritty style of basketball, really involved on the defensive side of things, and creates a lot of turnovers that lead to offense for the Vulcans.
Get a foul here. Marlon Herring for Cheyney, as Lauren Bennett checks in here for Abby Sporio, as well as Brianna Allen checking in for Gianna Flood-Francis. So two freshmen working their way in. There's really three freshman guards in Bennett, Allen, and Woodyard, especially Woodyard there, really been kind of the leader of those freshmen. But to get freshman guard play is huge, and California has three of them playing pretty good minutes this season.
Absolutely. Being a freshman and being able to contribute at this level is huge.
That it is, and California brought in a big freshman class this year, so they get a turnover there by Sierra Barrett. But the freshman class California was able to bring in includes Woodyard, Allen, Bennett, Lily Ritz, whose father played professional baseball. He was a professional pitcher there for Detroit and I believe the Colorado Rockies, as California gets a steal there. Break here, nice pass there from Bennett just behind Allen. Get it out to number 12 there, and Jameer Jeffries, as she is now worked her way into the game. Bennett takes a three there. Shot up, no good. Rebounded there by Allen. Tipped out of bounds, and right on cue there, talking about Lily Ritz. She's checking in here for Sierra Barrett. Lily Ritz, first time we've gotten to call her name, but she's from Cambridge, Ohio. Again, her father played professional baseball, professional pitcher for the Colorado Rockies and Detroit. But the other freshman here in this class, it was a big one here for California, includes Panel there from Philadelphia. And looking through their roster, those are the only five freshmen. Those are five key freshmen that California will have for the coming years. I mean, with the season they had last year, not up to par for what you're used to seeing from California. So California just comes in and brings in all these recruits. We're going to take a quick commercial break now as we've reached the media timeout. You're watching California women's basketball here on CUTV and the PSAC network.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Welcome back in to the Convocation Center here. California with a 51-19 lead. The lineup out here for California includes one junior in Jameer Jeffries, one sophomore in Bianca Jasper, and three freshmen with Brianna Allen, Lauren Bennett, and Lily Ritz. I know Lauren, I believe she's roommates there with Lily Ritz, and I remember going to one of my sister's soccer games and running into both of them down in West Virginia, so nice to see the two freshmen becoming good friends. That's always great to see there as well.
Absolutely.
And Lauren Bennett, I know a bit more about her high school career because I covered it for radio from my high school, but she set the West Virginia State steals record last year and set the steals record for the state tournament. She blew that steals record out, and the person who had it before her, as she's playing tight defense here, she's going to get a foul and gets her there with the body. But the person who had that steals record before her, ended up playing basketball at UConn, so it's quite the accomplishment there for Lauren. I believe she had 27 steals in a 3-game stretch, which is pretty much unheard of, Doug.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. Really impressive work there by Lauren.
Definitely so, as layup was up, no good. Lily Ritz battling for the rebound. It will be a jump ball, California possession. Lily also adds some size, does Ritz here for California. She's listed as 6'1", which makes her the tallest player for California, as Sierra Barrett's there at 6 foot. So nice to have some more size in the inside for California, because Edinboro, I know that they usually have a lot of size there on their team.
Absolutely. I mean, it would be great for Lily to start being a consistent contributor on this team once we get into conference play, you know. Definitely
so. And Lauren Bennett right there had an excellent pass there into Ritz. Ritz just missed it and got her own offensive rebound, but California was able to battle for it back. And that was a great play there. Could be shades of stuff you'll see in the coming years between those two, as this is a great time for these players to get valuable minutes here. To really, a nice move in the inside there by Ritz. Ritz gets positioned on the inside and puts it up and in. Lily Ritz there with the bucket for California. This Ritz on the season with 2 points, I believe. Yes, so she doubles her total there with her 4th point there as a Vulcan, as Cheyney answered quickly. Bennett coming off the screen there from Ritz. Going to stop from just inside the 2-point line. Banks it in. We hit a 2-pointer. Has had her foot on the line. So Lauren Bennett with the bucket.
Yeah, real good shot, you know. That's actually something really good that the Vulcans can have, if she can just start taking step-back shots like that and making them.
Yeah, definitely showing that she's not afraid. So we're going to get 2 more freshmen checking in here, and Amaya Woodyard. And I forgot to mention Shauna Harrison. She is a freshman there from Sheffield, England. So we could be going all freshmen here for California. After this free throw here from Gianni Hill. First free throw was up and no good. See what we do. See if we will see that. We will see an all freshman lineup here. So we mentioned the freshman recruiting class here for California. We're seeing all 5 of them out on the court, 5 of the 6 of them on the court here for California. The 5 freshmen that are dressed here today are out there. So we mentioned in the offseason the recruiting class, as the second free throw is hit there by Cheyney. So now we're going to see them all in action. I believe there are a couple players of the year. Lily Ritz, I believe, was closing in the player of the year in her conference there in Ohio. So definitely some first-team All-Staters here in Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia there with Bennett. So being exciting. We're getting a 3-second violation here against Lily Ritz. So there's one of those freshman mistakes. But this recruiting class, Doug, I mean, last year California just brought in 1 player there in Bianca Jasper, and then this year bringing in 6 freshmen, really showing that they're broadening out their recruiting and trying to bring in some tough players to fit in here.
Yeah, this is a great thing to see, Dylan, especially with the fact that all 5 of the 6 of them are able to get playing time in what might be a finish game here. You know, if you can be competitive enough to get these younger players in the game and let them work out their kinks, make mistakes, learn from them, it'll only help them in the future.
That it will, and just adding that to put them in one by one in a game when you need somebody coming in late, you're able to go to a freshman that you have confidence in is big for any team. So we get a foul there against California, but like we're saying, that's big for any team to be able to go to a freshman late in a ball game or in a situation where you're running into foul trouble, where Sierra Barrett's in foul trouble. Bianca Jasper can't injure or something like that, where Bianca Jasper is unable to hold the point guard duties. California is able to reach on their bench, find the Brianna Allens, the Maya Woodyards, the Lauren Bennetts to come in and spell them some time when you need it, because conference play, as the first free throw is missed, it is a treacherous road. Playing every Wednesday and Saturday, it wears down on you. It's a lot of minutes you'll be out there on the court, especially in a gritty conference like the PSAC. That really wears you down.
Yeah, it's after winter break here, it's going to be a nonstop grind for this team, and if they can get these freshmen playing and they have confidence in them, it's only going to make them better, because you win games and you win championships with your depth players.
That you do. And when California won the championship 5 years ago, I believe it was, when they won the championship there in the 2015 season, they were able to win that championship. There were young players on that team that contributed. Sierra Barrett as one of those players that was able to contribute there her freshman season. So get a timeout here. It will be the media timeout as well. We'll take a quick commercial break. Again, after the break, California with a 55-22 lead. Take a quick commercial break. You're watching CUTV and PSAC Network.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
And welcome back into the Convocation Center. California with a 55-22 lead. 5 freshmen out there on the court for California. Dylan Goudet, enjoy with me, Doug Lackey. It's been a great performance here from California. Kind of what we expected here in this game. I mean, this is a game where they're able to work some kinks out. Tough games a week and a half from now against Bloomsburg and East Stroudsburg. So great opportunity for California to really use this as a learning opportunity, especially for these freshmen.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great opportunity to work out any offensive or defensive kinks, and as well as get that much needed experience for this incoming freshman class, as they're going to need them throughout the rest of this season and beyond.
That they will. As three-pointer up there for California, no good. We were mentioning the 2014-2015 season that resulted, of course, in a national championship here for California. Again, Sierra Barrett was one of those key freshman contributors. Her and Chatera Parsons played valuable minutes at times during the season for that team. So it just shows how valuable freshmen can be for a team. There's a nice steal there by Brianna Allen up ahead to Woodyard. Fast break here for California. Woodyard driving in, kicks it out to Bennett. Out for an open three there by Harrison's no good. Rebound put back up and good there by Amaya Woodyard.
2 points.
Yeah, very good offensive rebound there by Maya Woodyard. You know, got that offensive rebound and just went and took the easy layup.
That she did, as Bennett now playing tight defense there. The ball tipped away there by Woodyard up to Bennett. Bennett going to take this layup up through the contact and put it up and in. Nice strong rebound there by, nice strong basket there by Lauren Bennett.
Yeah, very good play in transition there by Lauren Bennett, for sure.
Great to see her get going. Again, she's my neighbor as well back home, so great relationship there with her. Been a friend of mine since we were kids, so really cool to see her. I kind of helped get her here to California. She's leading the break here. Goes up for the pass there to Woodyard. So, Brianna Allen. So chalk up the assist there for Lauren Bennett, but kind of help her bring her here. I sent the coach some of her highlight tapes during the state tournament last year as it reached the end of the third quarter. We'll get to that story a bit later here in the fourth. We'll take a quick commercial break. You're watching California women's basketball here on CUTV and the PSAC Network.
Sponsorship with our Fast Break and Six-Man Club.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, programs, foster homes, or retirement villages. They make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
And welcome back into the Convocation Center here. California with a 61-24 lead as the start of the fourth quarter here. I'm Dylan Goday, and joining with me is Doug Glacke. And Doug, go back to that Lauren Bennett story. Kind of helped her bring her here from Buchanan. Again, she was having that state tournament to remember back home as they lost in the state championship game, but she was in AAA ball, biggest division here in West Virginia, able to have those 27 steals. So I kind of sent the Cal women's basketball Twitter a tweet. It's like, hey, check her out. I mean, she's from me broadcasting her games. I mean, I saw the talent that she had, and I knew that she could fit in great here. And next thing you know, a week later, she's visiting Cal, and then a week later, she's committing to Cal. So it was a very quick recruiting process there for Lauren as Cheyney gets the layup to go.
Yeah, that's a great story, Dylan, and it really shows the power of social media.
It does, and
you know,
back in the old days, you had to send a whole tape as she gets that ball inside to Woodyard, gets that ball blocked away there. But it does show the power of social media, and pretty cool opportunity where I was able to see her play in high school and also call California basketball games here for CUTV and WCAL as Cheyney gets another basket to go there. Skylar Norman there. But I knew probably Lauren's junior year of high school just how well she would fit in here. It's just a matter of time for her to really get more size and she could play here at Division II level. And just like that, she's now making an immediate impact as a freshman. And some key valuable minutes, not playing a lot in every game, but in the game she does play, she's been a key part. So let's get back into the action here as Harrison gets the ball on the inside. Another freshman there for the Vulcans as Shauna Harrison gets that layup to go. And that's great. California's kind of been known to have some of the foreign players. They're from Emily Suckling from Australia and now Harrison from England. Great to see California kind of going overseas with their recruiting as well.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive to see that they have a couple girls from overseas and from out of the United States. It's really cool to see that they've broadened their horizons when it comes to recruiting.
Get a travel here from Maya Woodyard as it appears Abby Sporio's day is done, but we were talking about possibly reaching those quadruple double statistics here, but she's going to finish with 8 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 7 steals, and that's just with 20 minutes of play there, Doug. That's super impressive. She's not going to reach that triple-double or quadruple-double like we're talking about, but still an impressive performance nonetheless.
Yeah, it was very impressive performance by Abby Sporio, but of course we jinxed the quadruple-double there.
We did.
The typical announcer's jinx.
She has the opportunity, though. I don't know about a quadruple-double, but she could get 7 to 8 steals a game, could Sporio. So she could close in some games, especially if she's continuing able to rebound like she is, to getting, for sure, a double-double and triple-doubles. I mean, she's just that type of player. She's a do-it-all, jack-of-all-trades there is Sporio. And as well as Sierra Barrett. Sierra Barrett as well could get in that triple-double as they get a 3 here from Shauna Harrison as she now has 5 points. But Sierra Barrett's the same way. With her style of play, she could easily get 10 steals, averaging close to a double-double right now as well. I mean, she's as well one of those players, kind of jack of all trades.
Yeah, exactly, Dylan. I mean, I feel like a lot of the stat lines will go differently as we get into tighter games into conference play. Those games are probably going to be a lot more competitive, a lot more intense. Going to be a lot more down to the wire.
That it will. Is checking in here for California for the Vulcans is number 4 here in BB George. Talk about another one of those players not from around the area. She's from St. Thomas and the Virgin Islands there. It's nice to see her making her way to California as well, as she almost gets the steal there after just checking in the game. You know the bench is going to love that. She's one of those players. She has a great relationship with most of her fellow Vulcans. She's been injured last year, didn't get to play too much, but she's one of those spark plugs as well. If she comes into the game, she makes an immediate impact.
Yeah, and I mean, as you saw there, by forcing the jump ball, she did come in and making an immediate impact, and that's the stuff you like to see here. Even though it's not a close game, I mean, still kind of have your foot on the gas and keep competing.
Lily Ritt's 15-foot jumper no good, as we're going to dribble out of bounds here from Cheyney. Will be California basketball. Another turnover there for Cheyney. Make that 34 turnovers on the game. I want to take this time as well for any students from California watching this game and the players for California, as finals week is upon us. So good luck to the California team as they take their finals. I mean, that's a tough grind of being a student athlete in the middle of your season, as get a tie up here for the basketball will be Cheyney ball. But tough during a season. You're grinding out, you're practicing 2 hours a day. You know, you have your team meetings for another hour throughout the day. Then you have to worry about finals on top of that. So kudos to these basketball players across the whole country, really. Division I down to Division III to be able to take those finals. So good luck to the student athletes.
Yeah, props to them for doing what they do. Absolutely.
Absolutely props. And speaking of the school side of things, President Geraldine Jones is in attendance here in this game. So shout out to her for coming to watch her Vulcans play. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're watching California Women's Basketball here on the PSAC Network.
Washington Health System.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Welcome back into the Convocation Center. California with a 66-28 lead over the Cheyney Wolves. Dylan Godet and Doug Lackey on the call here. California ranks 17th in the country on their way to their 8th win to start the season. Ahead for California, getting about a week and a half break for these teams to get going with their finals and take their finals, but then it'll be back to action against Bloomsburg and East Stroudsburg. We'll have both of those games here on CUTV on December 18th and December 19th. Be sure to tune in for those. Those will be the last two games of the 2018 side of the 2018-2019 season, and then we'll be back in action on January 2nd at Edinburgh.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you have those two games after finals, and then you flip the calendar over to 2019 with a lot of PSAC conference play.
Steal here from Woodyard up ahead to Bennett. Bennett tracks it down with her speed. Layup up and good. And there you see the speed side of things. Lauren Bennett also didn't run track too much, but she was a soccer player as well, all conference level. Honorable mention all-state as well, playing soccer. So she's very athletic. There's Bennett. She gets 6 points, which I believe is her career high here as a Vulcan. So shout out to Lauren. As may get another here is another 3-on-2 break here for California. Woodyard takes it out. See if no one's guarding her. See if she just takes a shot. No, she's going to set up the offense. So good for the younger players here to to get running the offense. Here's Harrison, has it on the inside, gets it over to Ritz. Nice ball movement there from California. And Doug, I think we are seeing the future of California is in good hands.
Yeah, absolutely, Dylan. The future's in good hands. You know, seen a lot of great things today from all these young freshmen and younger players. You know, lots of good ball movement, lots of great offensive and defensive contributions. The future is bright here in California, PA.
That it is. We kind of expected that when Coach Strom started signing all these players. I mean, when they're past 2 to 3 and then on into 5 and 6 freshmen coming in, I mean, we kind of figured that she had something brewing in that recruiting room. I mean, it's from my time here, I do not remember California bringing in as many players as they did this season. I mean, she was mentioning to her players, I mean, this is with letting some players from last year go. She kind of said, I'm going to retake this team. You know, we're going to reshape some things, bring in some different pieces. And so far, it's paid out huge for the Vulcans to get a 3 here from Harrison. Definitely has that 3-point touch as Ritz gets the offensive rebound. But like I was mentioning there, just great to see these freshmen and great to see Coach Strom kind of mixing things up. I mean, she expects excellence here from California. She was a great player herself at Penn State as we get a turnover there by Woodyard. Harrison hustles and gets the steal, but she travels as she could not dribble there before she gets called with a traveling violation. But like talking about Coach Strom, I mean, one of the best coaches in Division II basketball is Coach Jess Strom.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, she did a lot with the recruiting last year. Kind of replenish the pipeline, if you will, because she's trying to compete not only this year, but next year and the year after and beyond that.
Exactly so. The 3-point shot here is up. No good. The ball tipped around and controlled there by Cheyney. Nice offensive rebound there for Marlon Herring. 70-32 is your score. Bennett has it on the NCAA logo. Looking for the open player. California really working through this offense. Harrison, step back 3, up, no good. Offensive rebound there by Bennett. Nice hustle there from California as they're going to reset this offense here. Bennett's turning it into quite the game here. 6 points. A steal, rebound, and an assist as well. 15 seconds left on the shot clock here for the Vulcans. Bennett driving in, get fouled. Let's see if they say it's on her way up, or it will be a spot foul. I believe she will be heading to the free throw line. So Bennett heading to the free throw line.
Yeah, it looked like she went up and tried to make a shot whenever she was getting fouled. So
yeah, she's going for a layup, it appeared there.
Yep, to the line she goes.
As she does, as Jameer Jeffries and Emily Suckling set the check in here. Bennett, first free throw is up, and a little bit too much there on that one as Jeffries appears to be checking in for Bennett. As Bennett makes this one, she'll be heading to the bench as Suckling checked in there for Amaya Woodyard. Bennett, free throws up and good. She would check out. Bennett probably done here in this one as she finishes with 7 points here for Lauren Bennett. New career high as a Vulcan.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good thing to see here with, you know, all these freshmen coming in and playing. Like, they're setting new highs, you know, trying to work on their game and get better to be a part of this for a couple more years.
Exactly right, and you hope to keep them around. And this is really some more depth on this bench, I think, is what this year really showing with the three, with Woodyard, Allen, and Bennett. I mean, those are really the key contributors there from the freshmen off the bench. But you also have DJ Hahn, Jameer Jeffries, those type of players also coming in off the bench. So, I mean, California is 8 to 9 players deep right now, which is big because come conference play, like we were mentioning, great to have that depth.
Yeah, you're going to have to use all your players to your advantage once you get into conference play. And, you know, the deeper you are, the more you're going to succeed.
Exactly right. As Suckling here gets it over to Harrison. Harrison not shying away from shooting the ball here. She misses that three, but got her own rebound. They're going to get a traveling violation. It's Harrison getting 5 points here. 1 of 5 from 3, but again, not shying away from shooting that 3 ball.
No, she's not. She's really confident in that three-point shot, and it's a good thing to see.
Got a foul here against Jameer Jeffries. Jameer Jeffries seems like she's been here for forever as well. Just a junior, though. Nice to see her sticking around and battling here with this team. The ball's checked in here from Cheyney. Got a foul there. They didn't call it, but Suckling gets the rebound. Heading back the other way. 2:14 left to go. California again set to pick up their 8th win of the season. Start out 8-0. And that first game, we were talking earlier that after the New Year's break against Edinboro, that game has always seemed to cause California trouble. I remember 2 years ago, they're in a situation as layup is good there by BB George, and the bench for California loves that one. But that game at Edinboro, right out of the Christmas break, has always caused California problems. I believe it was 2 years ago. California lost by 20 or close to 30 points at Edinboro. To get a charge take there. It was 2 years ago when that happened. So definitely would be a huge test for this Falcons team. We really see where this team really lines up. It's the first game in PSAC West play to go against a team like Edinboro. Definitely a tough matchup, but see how it goes for the Vulcans coming out. Again, that's looking ahead a bit. 2 more games before that. But definitely one to circle. Again, January 2nd. Be lots of football games and other events going on. You'll be enjoying your New Year's. There's a nice shot there from Jameer Jeffries. The bench loves that one as well. But definitely one to circle on your calendar and keep a lookout for.
Oh, absolutely, Dylan. Something to look forward to for sure. I mean, as you said, it seems like Edinboro has been a bit of a mental roadblock for this Vulcan team over the past few years, and hopefully they can overcome that and start out in conference play strong.
Suckling reverse layup is good, and DJ Hong gets a little shimmy from the bench. That was a very, very good play there from Emily Suckling.
Yes, it was.
Her 8th point here. California with a 77-34 lead. As a turnover there, Suckling took off before she had the ball. Would have been an easy fast break opportunity there for California. As Harrison just with a tough foul there. I mean, she continues to play hard. And take a look here at the WCL crew, Colin Kirkwood and Stephen Ruffing. Doing a great job there for radio. Again, the only adult here, the only person there from the university is Gary here. The rest of us are students here working on this. So you have two announcers for TV students, me and Doug, and then Colin and Steve there doing radio. So thank you to Gary for kind of corralling the troops here. Because if it wasn't for him, who knows what we'd be doing. As it would not be as smooth of a broadcast as we've had, that's for sure, as free throws were made. And got a final score from the Pitt WVU game, which I'm sure Gary will like to hear this, is 69-59 WVU. So sorry, the West Virginia team won the old backyard brawl this year. Not too long, I believe 2 years from now, 2 football seasons from now, the good old-fashioned backyard brawl on the football field will be heading back to the great. I think the first one is in Pittsburgh, I believe.
I believe so. I cannot wait for that rivalry to come back.
Cannot wait as well. It's going to turn over here from California. Definitely old school. The 12 seconds left. Let's quickly here talk about the stats. 37 turnovers California is able to force here in this game. California with 19 offensive rebounds as well. Bench points, California with 40. Cheyney just with 2, so definitely showing the strength of the bench there for California. Steals with 23 for California. Points off of turnovers, 40 for California. As that will be the end of the ball game here. California gets a 77-36 win over the Cheyney Wolves. Doug, great performance here from California. What we all expected. What we didn't expect is all these freshmen to get valuable minutes, able to get key minutes, and should be a great outlook here for, I believe, the rest of the games here for California are PSAC games. So stay tuned for that. This is really where the meat of the schedule is for the Vulcans.
Yeah, this is going to be, once we start conference play here, this is going to be where the going gets tough. And this was a great game for the Vulcans to use to get a lot of their depth players involved, and especially the freshmen. I mean, I can't say enough about the freshmen. They played fantastic today.
That they did, and it's a win for California. We'll be back here on CUTV. Cheyney takes on, as California takes on Bloomsburg here, approaching on December 18th. So that'll be the next time you'll see us. Again, for Gary Smith, for me, for the rest of our